What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Dancers or Athletes Do podcast, where we discuss the athletic aspects of dancing. I'm your host, Slim B. In this episode, we have as guest Pandimi. I'm really happy to have you on the show. So, how are you doing?
I'm so good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Like I said, I'm really happy to have you on the show. So, maybe for the people who don't know you yet, can you shortly introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is, hi, I'm Pandimi Caras. I'm a Greek dancer moving to Paris. So I'm a dancehall dancer. Like my discipline is dancehall, but I'm dancing almost everything, like house and hip hop and like choreographies and stuff and experimental everything. So basically a professional dancer. Just my basic stuff, it's dancehall. It's been 8 almost years I'm dancing, and I moved to Paris to be like a better dancer and to work to my dance and to have like another option of artistic vision here. And I'm working a lot on Paris, but in all over Europe. And basically my base is Paris, but I'm teaching like everywhere at this moment, even if it's a little bit complicated with COVID. So that's all for me for the moment.
Okay, no, great. So I've seen on Instagram that in your dance trainings or in your training schedule, you also do workouts. At what point did you decide to include those in your trainings?
So basically, I'm doing this all my life before dancing. So for people that don't know, before I was a dancer, I was in a national team of badminton. So I was actually a really sporty girl from 7 years old. So when I started dancing, I realized how it was easier for me to move on dancing and to be better because my conditional physique was like good. And then I realized that helped me a lot to run, to do the sports, to have the workouts, because I felt the body better, and I felt like even in my work as a dancer, I was feeling. It's not even more confident. Of course, it's like you feel confident, but it's you see the difference in your moves, in your how your impact is, how you can do a lot of battles and you are not tired. So I realized that even though I was doing it like normal, because for me it was something normal, then I was like, okay, so maybe it's better if I work out and dance at the same time, and then work out and then dancing. So I just realized that helps so much in the dancer and the body, and especially the girls. If you do more dancehall queen style or female style, all the things on the floor and the acrobatics and the stuff, and you can really be strong if you're working out some days in the week. And you also really important, you don't hurt yourself. I never hurt myself, so I hope I will not. But I know that with the sports, it really helps you to be healthy, not only like a good dancer. So before a good dancer, you can be healthy, you can feel good with yourself, and then it helps you a lot with your training, your battles, your choreography, your aspect as a dancer.
Okay, great. So actually, your workouts were actually already there before you started dancing.
Many people don't know because they think I'm only dancer, but yeah, it's been almost 20 years actually that I'm working on. It's a lot.
For me personally, I know you as a dancer like a few years
Yeah.
ago when we met. It was in dance hall. So yeah, so what types of workouts do you do? I mean, you mentioned like running, but also like strength and also already towards like the female dance hall, like for acrobatics and so on. So what types do you try to incorporate?
Actually, the most important for me, like a dancer, is to run a little bit. Even if you don't like, try to run some kilometers or doing some small distance because of the cardio. So if you're not a fan of running, it's okay, but you can like I don't know how to say it. When you
Rope
jumping.
skipping, rope
Yes.
skipping with the, yeah.
You can also do this in your workout, and some exercise more like aerobic. So this is gonna help you for the physical condition. What I propose is not to do many weights. I don't do weights because why? Because we lose our flexibility in the body. So if you do a lot of workout with the weights, you will be stiff and tough. And this is what we don't want in dancing. So I propose a lot of exercise with the body way. So many push-ups, like plank. I propose a lot of planks and some squats, yeah, a general workout with the body, but with your own weight. Don't put some weight, but you can use elastics. I use elastics because it's not like weights, and it helps you also improve your strength, but without taking some like muscles, like you're like a beast, after. So a small workout, an easy one can be a simple one just with your weight, and it really helps you. Sometimes we think we don't do nothing because we're just doing with your weight, but it's not true. It's just a myth.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of different things that people can do that you do, but did you come up with those yourself? Do you have a trainer? Did you study it yourself? Do you have a coach that helps you with picking the exercises?
I used to study in a university, so I knew a little bit also what you have to like do a little bit with your body in general. But I know because I was an athlete, so I had my personal coach that he used to show me a lot of exercise. And this year also, I start to visit someone that he's a little bit more specific to the dancers. So he told me some things I have to do and some things that better, like it's nice to do, but it's not gonna help you on your dancing. If you want to do, you can do it freely, but it's not gonna help you on the dancing. So it's a good idea also to take advice from a coach, or to like paying, because yeah, I paid for an hour and he showed me some stuff. But I already do my own research a little bit, and I also see what I want in my body, what I felt like I'm better. Like if you're not flexible and you want to be, maybe you should do some other stuff. Or if you want to take some muscles in your legs because you feel weak when you're dancing, you're gonna do more leg stuff. I used to work all the body, but it really depends. I think what's your own goal and what you want to work for yourself and for your dancing also. So the strength, the acrobatics. So if it's the strength, and if you want to be a dancehall queen, you should do a lot of upper court, because this is what you do in the dancehall queen. You use a lot of hands, you do the head tops. So it really depends your own style, I think, as a dancer, and your own perspective and your own goal.
Like you say, you do the whole body, but are there different things that you prioritize at the moment? Like, because I can imagine, like, once your endurance is okay or your cardio is okay, you don't need to run miles and miles and miles. Are there at the moment the things that you focus on that you say, like, this last months I've been focusing on that because I want to improve here and there?
Personally, I'm doing what I used to do because I want to be all the time, like my physical condition, I want to be all the time good. So even though I know I have it, I know that also helping me having it for a long time. So it's just not temporary. So at the moment, I'm working a lot on the cardio, but I'm also focusing more on the upper body, because I want a little bit. I believe in energy, so I know the energy is in the belly and the abdominal. So I try to work a little bit this kind of stuff more, just because I feel better after in my dancing. But that doesn't mean I will not work. One day I will wake up and I will work another thing. But yeah, my goal for the moment is a little bit more upper body, and to feel a little bit stronger. The upper body especially.
You've mentioned that you've done different styles or still do different styles while maybe your focus is on dance hall. Do you see differences in that you would say, okay, this is something that would fit more for dance hall? This is maybe something for house? Because I see like the house dancers, when they do workout, it's something more on the legs because there it's heavy on the legs, moving around, jumping and all that. While sometimes maybe for dance hall, it's a little bit different in the sense of it's not the same. We use our legs, obviously, but it's maybe not the same in that sense. So do you
Um,
see differences in the styles that you do that workouts help or help not for specific things?
Yeah, I think, as you said, for house dancing, for example, when you use a lot of your legs and you feel really heavy, running and jumping is the best thing to do. But for example, for dancehall, if because we are on the floor and we used to be lean, and all the energy and the we would say the muscle working is also the legs. I think about the squats or the jumpings or the all this kind of exercise that you are down will help you more to be not so tired after when you're dancing dancehall. So yes, for sure it helps, but I feel in general a workout helps. So you can be more specialized because of your discipline, but you can also do the general exercises because it will always help, no matter if you're a dancer, if you're working on an office, if you're working in another thing. So I think do some general stuff and then specialize in your discipline. For example, you're a girl, you want to be more flexible to do the female stuff, work on the flexibility, but at the same time with the strength, because you can't be flexible and not having strength. It's not working. I mean, it can work, but it will not help you for a lot. It will help you in the beginning, but then to have the flexibility, it's easy because you are born like this, and then okay, you can do a head up and your legs can be really open, but to stay, to turn, to go on flip, to change a little bit the position is not the same. So you really need to combine strength and flexibility. This is especially for the girls because I think they don't get it sometimes.
When you said, like, for example, you do running and jumping, if you do a lot with your legs in dancing, how do you combine it? Because I can imagine if you run for half an hour, then you jumping jacks and all that, and then afterwards you have your actual dance training 2-3 hours. How would you combine it? Do you say, I do in the morning my workout, in the afternoon I train, in the evening I teach? Do you put everything sequentially, like in 5 hours, do everything in a row, or how do you do it?
So me personally, I like waking up in the morning and do some sports, and I will not do so much. I will do like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half max, and I think sometimes it's even like a lot. You can do 45 minutes or 1 hour. It depends how 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 you put yourself on it, the effort. So if you're chilling, it's not the same. But if you're going like hard for an hour, this is like can help you. Then I know I will take some small break to go home and eat and not really chilling, but just take a pause. And then I will go dancing. So, yeah, sometimes I'm working in the morning and then I'm dancing. But I know that if I have a lot of dancing, I will not training maybe today and I will train tomorrow. So you can also combine 1 day training, 1 day dancing. And if you, again, you have a program that is super full, you can do just 45 minutes and you can focus only on some exercise that they are not gonna like make you hurt. So I do a lot of planks in the morning. And sometimes I will not go work out, but that doesn't like help me after for dancing. It's not like something I'm doing and then I'm feeling tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I also see that you also do workshop in different places, go to events. How do you combine that? Because I can imagine, let's say that you're traveling, you don't can just like in the middle of a plane start doing your your exercises, or when you're or in the train or in the car, when you're constantly traveling. Imagining when people are touring maybe for 2-3 weeks, it's not just so easy to have everything. Okay, you say like less equipment like elastic band and so on, but still, how would you
Uh,
do that to still keep that up?
Yeah, so sometimes it's I choose don't not to do it because if I know I will work a lot with the workshops, maybe I will not do it. But I also have a small bag with the elastics that they are small and you can also take them everywhere, and still you can work a little bit in your hotel, in your room,
Hmm.
or in the morning outside. It depends where you're going, of course. But I suggest to everyone that if you don't feel it to do it, don't do it, because some days I wake up and I don't want to do it. So don't push yourself too much. If you want to push, I push when I know I have something in my mind and I have a goal and I know I have to work on it. So it really depends you. So this is like my like my advice to everyone. But after it's really personal, I feel. But I will not tell you a lie. I take them with me. Yesterday I took them with me and I did in my friend's house for a little bit. So it really depends what you want and if you're motivated to doing it and how you rhythm.
Yeah, I think like the thing like the last word you said, like having a rhythm is probably a good thing to have. Like it's better to do it maybe 2, 3 times or 4 times a week instead of doing it 2 weeks every day and not doing it anymore.
Exactly.
So scheduling wise, or less scheduling wise, even you mentioned something for the acrobatics, like the stretching. I mean, I think a lot of people, when they think about strength, like you say, they think about weights. So how would you say that like your average stretching strength workout for more the dance hall acrobatics aspect would be? And maybe also like where people would start? Because the things that I would think about first is that would people would like to learn the split. I mean, that's things that I see a lot that people are practicing, and it's also something that a lot of people use. So where would they start, for example, there if they want to do it, or is there maybe something else that they would preferably first focus on because it's maybe easier or better for the body?
Yeah, so for acrobatics and all this dancehall queen stuff, me, I would say to don't like look the others, because sometimes we look the girls that they are already really flexible and already have the strength, and we're
Mm.
going like this. So for me, it's a good thing to do alone. But if you know someone that knows the technique and knows a little bit how you can help you, it's a good thing to go take some classes or take some advices. For example, dancehall queen Ale Vanille is, even for me, is one of the best, and you can ask her and you can like go training with her online, or you can also ask me or like people that already know some things, and they will help you with technique, because it can be dangerous and you can hurt yourself. So if you want to start alone with something easy, stretch yourself, have a mirror,
Yeah.
take your time, like listen to your body. So don't focus on the way, because the ways are really not help you to be flexible or to do the acrobatics. Work really on your strength with your arms, like do a lot of push-ups. Push-ups really help for acrobatics. Even it's hard for girls, I know, but this is the way.
When you added or did the workouts during your dancing, what was like the thing that surprised you the most, that improved, that you say I'm working on this but suddenly this was also better and you actually didn't expect it?
I think this is happens when you work on something, like you're focusing on, for example, one acrobatic or one exercise, and you're working a lot on it, and your body start to understanding, and then you see that it's going better. So I also say that you have not to give up, because the first time you are not doing it, or it's super hard, so you need to push a little bit more when you are focusing on the exercise, and don't go like, okay, I will work to four things today. No, try to work one thing or two, and then try to make it
Mhm.
better, and try to find some variations, and like I don't know, turning or spinning and going to the other side. So it's really important to take your time. I mean, it's I still work after 4 years. I still work my acrobatics and my flexibility, even though everyone thinks I'm really flexible and really like good in this, and it's true, but I can be also better. So just take your time, because you will see after years you will be even better, because you need time. It's like dancing, you need time to understand. The
Yeah.
body needs time to accept all this kind of exercise and the rhythm. So take your time, give time to yourself when you work out.
That's great advice already. You have already given a lot of advice already. So when we work out, I mean, some people have the intention to only focus on the workout itself. Do you do things to improve recovery, that you say, okay, I had a lot of workouts, I have my trainings, maybe a workshop. Like, what do you do to let your body recover, or even your mind recover after a full day of training?
Okay, so after a full day of training, the best thing I think is to don't think the training. So to do other things, to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Even walking can be really a good advice. If you are hurting a lot the day after, you can walk, but not like a little bit. Like go walk for half an hour. Like it will really help the muscles being better. And I suggest also that if you do a lot of trainings and that are hard sometimes, it's better really to rest. I know I'm not a good advisor because I don't rest a lot. Everyone knows it. But when I'm really feeling it, I will do it, So really listen to the body and try also to do other things. Go out with friends, I don't know, sleep, do some stretching, some yoga. It depends what you like. Read a book. So really take it off. When you see it's too much, take a day off and then recontinue, like restart, from the zero.
Yeah. Did you ever had it actually that you would say, oh, this is too much. I need like a week to recover. I mean, not when you say I'm going on holidays, but that you really see, like normally I would not take a break, but I really need to.
Yeah, it already happens to me, and when I'm feeling it, I will do it. I will take a break, and I will just, even it's a week, if it's 4 days, if I have 3 months of full working and shows and dancing, and I'm feeling, I see on myself that I don't have power. I'm weak. I have to eat more to sleep. I will definitely take a break. I mean, sometimes you can't take a break, but when you can, I will take it. I'm also taking 1 month every summer. Like August, I never like do a lot of workouts or dancing. I'm just chilling, in my country.
When you talk and post things on social media, you always look so confident. But not everybody has the same attitude, especially when it comes to a dancer's body and how people think it should look. So tying back also to the fear of being too muscular, what advice would you give to others who deal with these
So
things?
I can understand this like phobia that maybe the girls have because, for example, me, I'm a really sporty girl and my body is really muscular. And when I was a little bit younger, I was not like, yeah, maybe it's too much, but I accept to be like this, and with the time I understand that if I was not like this, I would do not do all the things I can do today. So if you're feeling like this kind of fear, what I suggest is to do more 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 workouts that helps you not to be too much muscular. Like for example, if you want to do like some yoga stuff, you will never be really like muscular. So I think it depends the girl how she wants to be, so she will choose her workout. So I know there is like fear to be muscular, but it's not like this that you will be the girls we see on the Instagram because they take meds and they take hormones. So we'll never be like this. So you don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because it will not happen. You need like almost a year or months to train every day and to eat so much meat and stuff to be like a beast. So it's really something that I think people scare because they don't know. So when you don't know, you are scared. So if you know, it's better. So read some magazines, like articles, search on the internet, ask people, ask your friends, and I think that after it's gonna be like super easy for you to work out on your way.
You also said like about the food that some people eat and to learn a lot. Is there something specific that you look at? Like I don't try to eat too much or not before a workout, in the sense of you don't want to like maybe feel too bloated when you're training, so you don't feel like, oh, I just had a big spaghetti and now I can't move anymore.
So for the food, actually, I'm also really weird, I would say, because I eat in my really own way that people will not understand necessarily because I can't eat, for example, before I dance. I mean, I can eat a little bit, but after I can eat more. So I'm having like a really balanced nutrition that is a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, not a lot of carbs, a little bit when I need it. But I also think that the way I'm eating, it's good for me because I feel good in my body. But because if you eat how I'm eating, maybe you will starve, and 2 minutes later you will fall down. So I think it's a little bit like how you used to be when you were little, how you used to be now. So it depends to you. But I know for sure that if you eat fast food and bullshit all the time and you're working out, then you will take more fat, and it will really not help you to all this kind of stuff we talk from an hour ago. Like, no, I mean, you have to a little bit be careful what you're eating to be like healthy.
Yeah. So healthy in general.
Yeah, health in general.
So if people want to include like some of the things that you mentioned, whether it's the workouts or maybe have a look at their food, what would be the first thing that they should do that you recommend? Like, okay, this is the first step.
The first step, I think, is to go out and do a workout to see how it feels. And if you feel good, continue it. And then try to add some small tips like, okay, maybe I should eat a little bit more like this, or maybe I should eat more fruits, and to continue to see it for a week. I mean, for a week is a really good test to see how your body change, to your look in the mirror, to feel the energy of the good quality of the food, and the workout really will help you see a difference really easily. And if you think that you like it, you continue. If you don't like it, don't do it. You don't need to press to put the pressure on you and to do things that you're not like feeling it. But if you're really feeling it good, like take a step, first step, go take a workout, go try things. And if it's okay, it's okay. If you're waking up and you're so pain and you can't do, I mean, it will happen. Pain is normal. You just need to see if this is change your life and change your metabolism and change how you look at life. So for me, it's just take the first step. It's like go try.
Great. For you personally, is there something that you would like when looking at everything, training, dancing, eating, working out, what would be like the next step that you would want to achieve on that level, like in the next 6 or 12 months? So on the long term, not necessarily short.
So for me, the next step, I think is like, it's not like a step, but I think my goal is to be like this until the end of my life, like to keep pushing it and to being on this level for a long time ago, and to learn also to other people, or to, I don't know, if I have family, to not to do like me, but to learn some good habits.
Yeah,
I think this is like the goal.
Yeah, so also giving a little bit back to others who want to live healthier in general then. Yeah, that's super nice. Is there actually something that people don't know yet about you, and that you would say like, this is actually something that I want to share? Is there something that people don't know about Pandimi and that you want to share now?
Okay, maybe yeah, maybe they don't know that I'm a crazy girl. No, I'm kidding. What do you don't know about me? I'm someone maybe that it's getting really enthusiastic really easily. So if I like something, I can be really full on it really easy. So I will not so much think about it. So yeah, something I can say to people, that I'm really spontaneous and enthusiastic, like, as a person.
Yeah, okay. Before we say goodbye, how can people get in touch with you? How can they reach you?
Okay.
If they want to know more, take your class, and so on.
Sure. So basically, in Instagram, my name is Pandimi Caras, and I will always respond to everyone. So a message or like just a small thing to ask me, I will always be open. And about my classes also, I can say it now. It's like basically in Emoji Studio. But because of things that happen now in Paris, the times are changing. So you really need to look my stories and what I post. But in generally, I will be also in Belgium really soon, maybe. So I will keep you updated, because maybe I have a small workshop for you that is coming. And I also post everything on Instagram. So because of the complicity of the situation, I'm also updating my Instagram a lot. So you should reach me or in Paris or everywhere. So it really depends for my plannings. But yeah, a small message on Instagram, I also respond. I'm always there for people. So don't hesitate to ask me things.
Great. Then we can finish here. Thank you again for joining. And yeah, take care, stay safe, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
If you want to know more about podcast, you can find us on social media. We are at DAAT Podcast. DAAT stands for Dancers or Athletes Too. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also check out our website at daatpodcast.com. I'm also on social media. Surprise, surprise. You can find me at This Is Slim B. Thanks for listening, and I hope you tune in again for our next episode. Take care. Kobo out.